focus on my inabilities. Don't focus on my mistakes, especially those ones in the past. Don't focus on the fact that I am not just like you. Don't focus on the fact that we are not on the same level socially. Don't focus on the fact that I don't have what you have right now. What counts is what we can collectively do for the betterment of Liberia and those who need to be helped. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the program, The Rumba Show. On this show this afternoon, we bring to you things that are happening currently today. So that all of us weigh in on it as it relates to what needs to be done. So it feels good to be here with my colleague and friend. And together we are going to present to you the Rumba Show. We're about to run through things here. And so let's quickly go over to her. Sitting in the presenter's chair, my name is Famata Duncan. And I'm here along with...
I'm Grace Williams Joshua.
And together we are going to present to you the program, The Rumba Show. So let's quickly go over to Grace for home motivational talk before we commence. So Grace, it's over to you right now.
Okay, thank you very much, Famata. Thank you to the peace-loving people of Liberia. For today, my motivational quote will be coming from the standpoint of life, looking at life and your personal achievement, how you can help yourself. The first one is success is not the final failure. Success is not the final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. The second one is, it is often a small step, not a giant leap, that bring about the most lasting change. Be there for others, but never leave yourself behind. That's what I have on my plate here this afternoon for motivation. If you will be there for Famata, Grace, don't forget about yourself.
And many a times this applies to us mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave all of our time. We gave all of our time to our children. We gave all of our time to our husbands. We gave all of our time to other things, maybe other relatives and all of that, leaving ourselves out at times. We just focus on wanting to see to it that the house is clean, that the children are well taken care of, especially mothers, and all of that.
Yeah, even for our perfection, and when I have my twin, I can remember for 3 years I have to leave the media landscape and focus on raising my children.
Okay.
It was kind of a weighing me down, knowing I was supposed to be contributing to society and impacting life. But I have to let it go, forgetting myself. And also forgetting to know that if I don't develop myself tomorrow, there will be no legacy for my children to follow.
Of course.
So when I get birth April this year, I said, no, I have to get back on my feet. Pick up the pieces from few motivations I receive from people around me. Put myself together and keep moving, because my children, like Alexandra, the big one, will ask me, Mommy, is that you talking on a live video there? I want to be like you. Every day she will say, okay. She will be practicing at home. So at least that's just the role model we should leave our mothers. If you're a market woman, keep doing what you do to take care of your children.
Okay, that's a nice one there. And I understand you were out not too long.
Yeah.
So give us a gist of where you're from and how everything.
Well, serving the Liberian people has been a passion. So when the manager told me, Grace, you have to run to information ministry, and there's a press conference being held shortly. So I went there. We were addressed by Maza Kimiya, the foreign minister, and he talked to us about the upcoming July 26th celebration and tonight the Golden Image Award. And as actually for Nati,
is that tonight?
Yeah, the Golden Image Award is tonight.
Oh, okay.
Looking at Fonati and the work he has done, I think he will be one of those that will be presented with an award. And we're told that somebody who is still in the dark, they did not tell us, from the Ministry of Information, Culture, Affairs and Tourism will be also presented with an award.
Oh, okay.
So the award is tonight, and the list, the form in which the celebration will be carried out. If you are a media outlet, want you to participate in the independent celebration, you want to cover the program, you have to get your pass from the Ministry of Information that will be sent to the protocol, and that pass is what they will use to usher the media in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they also need Zanzan Kawa as the chief orator.
Wow.
A good English there.
A true son of the sword.
Yeah, and according to the foreign minister, he has contributed immensely to the development of Mama Liberia. He's someone that always preach peace, and the vetting process from President we are in choosing an orator. If it was to go back to 100 times for Ambassador or President we are to choose the orator for this year independent, will be Sansan Kawo, according to him.
So then how do you look at the president's appointment?
Well, for me, from the traditional standpoint, and looking at Liberia now, where we are, I will tell you, Famata, what we need right now is motivational messages and the importance of maintaining our peace.
Okay.
Liberia is a young country when it comes to democracy. Connecting with that of the civil war we had in our country, and we were devastated in our path. Choosing the right over the years has been difficult.
Okay.
That is including the June 7 protest and all the experiences we had from the 14-year civil war. If you ask me this year, if President we are decision, because as we currently speak to you, this is President we are last independence celebration in his first term.
Sure.
Okay, so if he will go for second term, that will be another celebration. But in his first term, this is the last independence celebration. So the only thing we need right now is maintaining our peace.
Okay.
So if Zanzan Kawa is from the traditional background in our country, comprises of most of us that are linked to our ethnic background, so he will be the perfect person to motivate us. You remember when Weber only increased, I think last year or so. Zanzan Kawa was the one that went to ministerial complex, our own program when they have that, they launched that domestic violence, something in President we are.
Okay.
Yeah. He told the men, President we are only person giving you heart and they keep raping. Send them to the Sunday bush. Let me talk to them about rape.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think he will be the best person to talk to us.
Yeah, but then one will ask, even though you have a selling point there, but one will want to critique the president's selection, owing to the fact that right now we need someone who maybe will speak the right wordings or will come with the right usage of subject-verb agreement, or will be someone who knows how to articulate well and all of that, and taking into account that this man is from the traditional background and he will handle matters, let's say, as fair to our level. What can you also say to that?
Well, looking at the fact that Liberia will be inviting international guests from different countries and to grace this occasion, for me, I think the president's choice in Zanzan Kawa is splitting, like it's okay. Because if you leave from here, go to the United States of America or even to the UN conferences, you will notice that people from their country, even Ghana, they will speak Twi. They will present their documents in their local dialect. So, and you have translator, people will translate and for people to understand. Even Liberian will go there, the English we speak is not up to standard as we claimed. It will still need to be translated. So bringing it back to our celebration, our independence celebration, comparing it with the standard of English we speak in our country, I think the chief will not be talking to the foreigners. He will be talking to Liberian people. Okay. The most important thing is to get the message across to our brothers and sisters. It's not about your subject verb agreement. It's about the message of peace being preached. Okay. You see, if even you tell Johnson Kawa to speak his dialect, it will still be interpreted.
Sure.
So the best thing for me, I know he struggle. That why he can usually answer. He say, "Oh, good English, good English, yeah." But he's an educated man from his own traditional standpoint. He knows how to get the message across to the Liberian people.
Okay. And we hope and pray that that message that he's preparing for the event will be something that we will take into account and we will not play with. It will be something that we will accept as we go towards the election come October. And let us not look at the messenger, but let us otherwise focus on the message.
The message.
Yeah, the message.
The message is the most important thing.
The most important thing. And let us not tie it down to international people being here, like you just said. The message is for us, it's not for them. They are only coming, or international people are only coming to grace the occasion. But the message mainly is for us. We just look forward to hearing from him address some of those major issues in Liberia, and having him preach about peace and all of that through his message and other things that we look forward to hearing from him and all of that. So as we get up for the celebration, we will also maybe not now, we will also need to get around to ask other Liberians as it relates to what they make of this coming celebration, all of that. But that will be done for another day, where we will give people the time to call us and tell us what are plans they already have as we get towards, or as we go towards the July 26th celebration and all of that. So do we have a clip to listen to hear some of what
I think we have a clip there. We should check it out.
So let me drop this one.
Excellency Dr. George Weah, the Honorable Chief Zanzan Kawa has been selected as the national orator of this year's 176th Independence Anniversary. Honorable Chief Zanzan Kawa will deliver the oration. This speaks volume as to the kind of man our leader, His Excellency President Dr. Weah is. This, from my understanding, is unprecedented in the history of the Republic of Liberia. Honorable Chief Zanzan Kawa is delivering the oration, yes, but that oration will be delivered on behalf of the traditional leadership and people of the Republic of Liberia. For the very first time in our 176 years of existence, as we have 1 week to actually being 176 years, so we can call it 176 years, that this president has given the traditional people, the traditional leaders of this country, the opportunity to hear from them on this independence anniversary celebration of the Republic. In the West.
Okay, so you heard the minister said in the wisdom of the president, and he also mentioned that this is the first time. Like people will always say, every time when there's issues about the president, people will always say the first time.
Okay, looking at the fact that I always saw people, President Weah, when it comes to understanding and working and making sure that Liberia is on path. He's a very wise man. People say he's not educated, he's this and that. But I tell people, next to the Iron Lady, President Weah is the best politician in the whole of West Africa. Because he take his time to digest issue and respond to them.
Okay.
Looking at the fact that the traditional people has not been given space to be an orator for our country, and seeing that this is the time, this especially in the young period of our democracy. All through from the true party days till today, we have flawed in our election, we have breaking, and there are a lot of histories that we know that are not good. And we have never come across where a native man, quote unquote, that we consider don't know English, know how to speak, has been given a podium to address the Liberian people on national issues. So for days, I hailed the president for not looking down on Kawa, and looking at his educational level, his background, his achievement, how many masters he have as per diplomatic accordance with one. He look at him from a father point of view, a traditional leader standpoint, and make that decision for that alone. I'm proud of Ambassador George Maniwea.
And this is just an addition to what he started to do for them also, because I believe that in some time past he gave them vehicles.
Yeah, he gave each of them, each chief for each counted one car with 2 motorbikes. Be able to carry on their work. He's someone that is people centered, especially when he knows that you contributing to Liberia. He wants you to feel that impact of development. And Sansan Kawa has really, like I said in my opening statement, that when rape will only increase, when everywhere you turn, people will rape, can rape this and that. When we went for that conference, Honorable Kawa spoke like I call him honorable man. He spoke and said, President, if the people giving you and Clara hard time, they're giving the government hard time. When we're coming up before in our tradition, the people, they're not used to rape. Because you will wait for your woman to come from the center bush before she go to your house. But since the human rating can, the men are raping. So just send it back to the center bush and see if the men will rape again. But since that time, we noticed, I'm saying that there is no rape cases. We even investigated one today. There are still rape cases, but it's minimal. Like, it's not like the way we're on the increase. So I think as the election approaches, the right thing we can do is to engage our traditional leaders, our fathers, that will be able to reach us to our children and our mothers in making sure that we maintain the peace. And yesterday, I also condemned the issue of the violence there with the campaigners for anti-corruption, where they were attacked and yesterday. But I advised them.
So we need to bring the team back at the station here, because we interviewed them before.
We advised them that they shouldn't go in the street. For me, I told them, I said, Liberians are not safe. They were not safe right now. Looking at our past, where we came from, looking at how we fought in this country, each time the word protest is mentioned, we saw it when George were in the opposition camp. We keep seeing, you will see violence. There will be no way you will have protests in the country without violence. We are not safer people yet. We are transitioning from a war, Iraq, to that of civilization. So, Famata, that's it.
Yeah, but in so doing, like you said, we need to see as to how we can be able to manage our own affairs, because let's take into account that someone invited you to a program, right? The person has the right to give you time to speak, and they also have the right not to give you time to speak, looking at how their program is being let's say prepared. So that should not give anybody, any other person who was invited for that matter, the cause to disrupt things and cause chaos, like what happened yesterday, where they started throwing stones at each other because they were not given time to maybe speak about some of those things they wanted to talk about. This is not how we should go about, because of if these people went out yesterday who were not really in numbered, and something of such happened, what happens if during the campaign activities where you will see group of persons in the street and such a thing happen? You would just take into account that so many other innocent persons who might not even have an account of what happening will get hurt, properties will be damaged, and all of that. So we will continue to sit on the radio and talk to people as it relates to maintaining the peace and getting away from violence or those things that will cause chaos in Liberia, that will harm other Liberians and all of that. So these are things that we should not actually get involved in. And with the issue of Zanzan Kawa being the orator, I just see it from a point where this entire celebration is for us Liberians and it's not for anybody. So we need to cherish what we have and we need to go to the celebration, accepting whatever comes out of it, and not to question why this person, look at the person, maybe credential, what role has this person played, and all of that. Because if you will want to do that, I believe in his own capacity, or in the way that he's able to reconcile issues in the country, Sansankawa, I believe, has been doing that. Because every other time you will hear him, when there's a major issue, you will hear him come out to speak about these things. Let's see the need to do what's needful and all of that. So it is not about how educated you are. It's not about how do I put it, recognized you are. It is not about the skyscraper you have. That was the reason why I started with that introduction, as to, though I'm not on par with you, though I don't have what it is that you have, though I'm not educated like you, but each and every one of us have our own role to play as it relates to molding the minds of others, or presenting something that we are able to do at the given time.
And to just contribute to what you said, looking at the Tiawon Gonglo and his team yesterday, it is their constitutional right to gather.
Sure.
As per the permit they receive from the Justice Ministry, and in workings with the Liberian National Police to provide security for them. But my point here is, this is the electoral period. Why is it that Councillor Gonglo did not start protesting earlier for corruption? Because the issue of corruption has been around our corner for decades. Not even from today, from the war till now. So if these campaigners could come up the few more days to election, why they couldn't 4 years ago? Why the campaigners couldn't set up 4 years ago? Politicians should stop using Liberian to gain relevant. Contribute to this country like tomorrow will not come. Like the motivational quote I read this morning said, you should live that there will be no tomorrow. Don't wait for election before you use things that are affecting us to get to us. We know corruption has been a bedrock of this country, not from today, from Joseph Jingi till now. So even from the first two equipment, all throughout our history, there are trade of corruption. Councillor Gonglo should have started this campaign earlier. Not in this crucial time to our election, then people protesting, getting in the street for things they know they have solution. The LNCC is there. Liberians can carry people to court if you feel somebody has violated the constitution, you know the law, Councillor. The best thing I think we should be advocating for is the establishment of the War and Economics Crown Court in workings of the LACC. Not protesting. Protest will not help us. But instead we can have a dialogue, open dialogue, where you call young people and educate them for matter on tomorrow and the betterment of living on honest life for tomorrow. Like Chief Johnson always do in the Southern and the Polar Society. If you pass through that war, you will know that you should be honest in the dealing with your fellow men.
Yeah, but then in so doing, let us also look at the fact that there is not a specific time for anybody to stage a protest also. Okay. Let us also look at that. The law, as it relates to protest, does not give anybody or tell you this is the time you should protest, or this is not the time you should not protest. I think, like you said from the onset, we need to be safer. I think that's what it is. Respect other people when they choose to come out, and don't get involved with things you don't need to get involved with. Like we saw on Monday, a very huge number of people were outside at CDC party headquarters. Did anything happen there other than heat that was suffocating people? No one really put up any violence and all.
Nobody in their militant were there calling them.
That does not mean if someone else choose to come outside to campaign or not to campaign or to protest for other things, so other people should come in. And I believe his campaign or protest or whatever campaign, not protest, his campaign was drawn from the fact that he listened to the ambassador, the U.S. ambassador, talked about why is it that he's disappointed that the government, or not only this government, but government parts and even this government has not done anything to bring to book those who were sanctioned by the U.S. for corruption. They said these persons did. They did not bring them. But again, like you said, the government is not the only person responsible to do that. Even us, we Liberians, we are responsible to do that, and not only the government. So if he did not see it then, and he's seeing it now, bringing it to the limelight, I believe those protesters that went out there were just supposed to give him the time, let him go through his stuff peacefully, and be out with it.
It was not somebody from far that did it. It's the same people he infected.
Okay, that's what
so
I'm saying.
my own year is if he couldn't mold their mind before beginning in the street, they could have called chaos yesterday. So looking at our election and how elections period has been in this country, I don't think this is the splitting time that we as Liberians should engage into active protest. Because Liberian protesters are usually known for stealing, buck harassing people, jumping on them, and breaking in people's homes and looting. That's what we are noted for. So I condemn that out of violence.
So we need to name and shame. We need to condemn those who got in the street.
We should
yesterday
stop it. You don't go in the street to you gather yourself, they make an invitation, you accepted, you went there. Then what caused chaos for us? Why?
It's not good, because I know some other persons who were not even involved yesterday, they got hurt and all of that. And these are not things that we should be doing, because even if some of those persons got hurt yesterday, they would not take the responsibility.
The politicians, they will not pay you. They will not pay you. They will not treat you. That's my issue to Councillor Gonglo. I think they should be doing a conference hall or dialogue where you rent the same money you pay PCC to go to that space. You could find a place with shelter, especially the rain falling, carry the people there, educate their mind why they should start teaching their children at home to not nurture corruption. Because for matter, dishonesty starts from our homes, in our rooms.
Yeah, where it starts from.
Even your children, for a mother, you give them one meat, like chicken feet to share. One person won't eat more than their friend. That's where dishonesty starts.
All for one, one for all.
Yeah.
That's it.
So my own take is, I don't think this is the time politicians, especially if people want to protest, let it be non-political group. Because if once you are not attached to a political gathering, you notice that people will flow there. They will have a common cause, like for the drug law. You saw our mothers how they were at the Capitol pushing it, right? They were pushing it. They were on their feet. They were crying until even the Mususka case today that we called him for justice, Princess Tokpa. All these things you see, civil society groupings, that will go on peacefully because everybody there are united for one cause. Corruption is something that eating all of us.
Sure.
But if Councillor Gonglo want to form this, let him lead the political arena, come from the civil society backings, which he had in the law backings, and start this protest and see if Liberia will not get involved. But when politicians are attached to this, people go there in the mindset, this is my party, this is not my party. In fact, this party shouldn't stand. That's where the problem comes from.
Well, Grace, like I will always say, after you must have come out to say something, one way or the other, every one of us at times we sit on the radio and yell, say, I'm not for this party, I'm not for this party. One way or the other, we are for some political party.
Yeah,
so we can deviate from that.
That's true.
So even though you would think that you want him to come from the civil society background, but then again, this is somebody who, this is not his first time contesting as president, right? You are in the Liberia Bar Association, the Labor Ministry. I think he just came to the political landscape. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we just need to continue like we are sitting on the radio now. People get information by way of radio, so we just need to keep calling out to our brothers and sisters, to our uncles and aunties, our mothers and grandmothers, to always be safer.
Stay away from protests that involved politicians.
Yes, it.
Those people don't mean well. They are all the same grievance seeker. All they want is power. They ain't care for your work. Look at the woman that was in a keke that got hurt yesterday for that protest. The other guy hand script. Who you think will attend to you? The only tell you sorry for a few days, you are done. Even to CDC party, a lot of people fainted. At least from the president's standpoint, he's in a position, he's looking out for them.
Okay.
But most of the politicians' protesters around here, even from SOUP, last year, the Judas saga. Who you think will come for you? The politician are sending you will not help you.
And maybe let's look at it again from the point wherein maybe he thought by doing that will cause people will win people over to him. That is not the issue. If we are doing something of such, it should be done wherein it has no political link, like you are saying it, and maybe other people choose to disturb because of
the political link attached.
Sure.
So if you want success in a campaign, bring your platform to us. Tell us what you are made of. What are you going to do for the Liberian people? What is your workings? What is your template you will be working with? It's not about you gaining relevance from something that is affecting an age-old problem. You don't gain relevance from an age-old problem. So that's it.
And the part about it, no matter how he preached about it. If this is what these persons who are contesting in those districts or in those counties, if this is what they want, they will definitely
vote. So why use the corruption saga to gain population or popularity within our election? Why don't you tell the Liberian people, Councillor Gonglo will do this when I'm elected, I will fight corruption. Stay in your closet, don't call the Liberian people on the streets.
Campaign open here now, so the men want papas.
Really, I know, I want to interpret papa, my man, the mission small man.
Yeah, the man knows that the campaign has not been declared open, so he can't go there to start saying such, so he wants to use another means to start sending his message out there. But whatever it is, let us do what is right. Let us go to a peaceful election and let each and every one of us, though we know there will be disenchantments, people will feel bad, people will faint, some people will lead to their death.
It's usually the case. It's sad. You will see the politician, that children are in the street. That children ain't dying, but we are the one dying. Most of the children are even in Liberia, but we are the one in the street protesting for what? Let's go to the ballot box. If you feel corruption eating Liberia up, wait for October 10 and decide whether to get rid of this government or to maintain it. Going in the street for any politician, for me, there is no relevance. If you want to go in the street, go as a civil society group.
I can't even tell when last I got in the street
for waiting.
And thank God, all along, I've not even been in Monroeville, and even while in the Kakata Magibi County, there were times that I did not go out for certain things. If I ever went out, it was just to maybe stand by the roadside and watch those who were doing it and go back. But to just get involved with some gathering or for something I really don't have knowledge of, it's very hard.
And in other countries, you will see people will stand up for a cause that will change life. But in Liberia, when you see the things we're protesting for, sometimes you get angry. Seriously.
And we come up for one thing or with one thing said to the people, but our intention is something else.
It's different.
So these are some of the things that are causing problems and all of that.
And another thing again, politicians will come in the street, use the people to get what they want. And tomorrow, after they are done, the same thing they're preaching, they're crying for in the street is what they will be doing. Sure. You're talking today about corruption. We have law on books from LACC. I think what Councillor Gonglo, as a learned man he is, should be doing right now is engaging the legislators, presenting petition to them in approving and speeding up with the war economic scrum courts through the LACC, making sure that people that squander Liberia money are brought to justice, that those perpetrators are killed, our brothers and sisters for no reason, they are brought to justice. Not gathering people carrying in the street. And look at what happened. I warned him yesterday. I was on the radio talking. Please do not gather in the street for any reason. I think some people listening. Other people say, "Oh, I'm a party. I will go." It's not about your political party. It's about Mama Liberia. The common denominator we have. Always telling people on this show. The only thing we all share in common, whether you Christian, you Muslim, you educated, uneducated, traditionalist, herbalist, that Liberia we share in common for matter.
Sure.
That's just it.
We have God first, and then we
God first. We share him in different denomination and faith. But Liberia is that piece of land that we have joined together that no one can take. Yeah, no one can take it from us.
Because the moment anything happens, all of the foreigners in our borders,
they will go back home.
They will leave and go home. Then we will be here. Those of us innocently who don't even know
have anywhere to go will be the ones suffering.
We are the ones who will suffer.
All the politicians will run away. All of them.
Of course. Those of them that have the means of traveling out of the country, just with the snap of a finger, they will be gone. And we who don't have anywhere to go, we will have to be here, mad, treated, and all sort of.
They will start looking for you. Now you don't want to say the thing about me, killing you. That all they ever to do. You forgetting to know that you are only contributing to the well-being of this country.
Sure. Okay, so it's not healthy, people. Let's do the needful. Every other day we sit on the platform, we will give you some motivational quotation or statements here so that we all go to the election and do what is right, or so that maybe at times it might not be about the election, it might be about our daily lives. We can see the need to live in accordance with what has been laid out for us and all of that. So let's go to the lines to see as to how we can take some calls on the program this afternoon. We've been discussing the fact that the president, according to D. Maxwell Kimaya, that's the foreign minister, right?
Yeah.
He says in the wisdom of the president, he selected Chief Zanzankawa to serve as the July 26th orator. That's the 176th July 26th celebration of Liberia orator. So we will be listening to him on that day to hear from him as it relates to what he has to tell us. And even though the president has selected him, but there are some others who think that this selection is not something wise.
Because he doesn't speak good English.
He's not that person who will speak well. He's not that person who has a good reading ability. He's not that person who should be put on the podium knowing fully well that we'll have international guests in the country and other things. So what do you make of Chief Zanzankawa being the July 26th orator? We want to hear from you. So call us on 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907, and we get you connected so we hear from you about what you want to contribute to what we are discussing here this afternoon. And Grace was just out at the Ministry of Information. So she brought in that information, even though we already heard that Chief Zanzankawa should have been. But again, we want to bring it to you so each and every one of us can have our share in what it is.
So for Martha, that's it. The idea is, if we as Liberians don't help build our country, nobody will do it for us. Nobody. If you look down on Chief Zanzankawa, you're looking down on yourself.
Maybe except they wanted us, we should go bring Ambassador Michael McCarthy back again to speak for. Okay, so call us on 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907, and we give you the time to speak your mind on the topic under discussion. Let's take this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, you are live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, you are live.
Imam Baka Sano.
Okay, welcome.
Imam Baka Sano calling from Birmingham in Foley Town.
Okay, let's hear you.
Thank you for the show here. All the 2 years happening in this country coming from Monrovia. We here in the interior, we don't do about protest.
Okay.
About appointing the old man, Zanzankawa, a elderless man. Of course, he can't read well, we understand it, but people will be there to interpret what he means.
Okay.
You see, we get a lot of bobo. But when they throw sign, you know what it's saying.
Okay.
We need our traditional people, our imam or pastor to take part in some of the things that before we help us.
Okay.
So, Imam Baka Sano.
Okay.
Thank you, Imam. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to the Lone Star line. Good afternoon. We lost that person. 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907 are the numbers that get you connected on the show this afternoon. We lost that person again. We hope you call back. We hope you call back to participate. We are here to get you connected. 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907 are the numbers to get you connected. So we hear from you about what you make of the July 26th orator selected by President George Weah. Is it okay? What's your take on him? What can you say to that?
Now the Papa can finish talking as you that go English there. Instead of Janan and I chacha pole grew. So chacha pole. What in the chacha pole?
We will be there again to carry whatever he has prepared or is preparing for the July 26th.
Chacha pole. Hello, chacha pole. How you doing?
Okay, let's have this person. Good afternoon. We lost that person again. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. You are live.
Yeah, man. I'm calling from section number 17, Bravo, precisely.
Okay, let's hear you, Chief.
You know, I must first commend the president. Actually, this president was actually rare over his grandmother because he got wisdom.
Okay.
You know, when we talk about speaking to audience or discussing personal issue, it's not about speaking all of the grammar.
Okay.
It's about wisdom. Zanzankawa is a man of wisdom.
Okay.
He got wisdom. And he will speak wisdom. He's not speaking book. And people will be there to interpret. commend the president very well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, this next person. Good afternoon.
Hello.
You are live.
Good afternoon.
You are live. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, sisters.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You are live. Go ahead.
Thank you. I need James though. The simple that people English given a political principle. I think this kind of way in this country is wrong. Do what I say, but don't do what I do. I think we have to condemn the people who went on Mr. Congo and his group.
Mm-hmm.
That is right to either protest, to get in the street when you have the permit. But somebody did the same thing just a day ago. Another person go with another idea and group of people jumping on him. It's wrong. We need to stop this thing in this country. Because like all of you, I say we need peace. And so when you do something differently and other people to do it all thing differently, you have no right to jump on that person. So thank you, yeah.
Okay, thank you. 0770907907 0880907907 are the numbers to get you connected on the show to share with us about what you think about the president's selection of Chief Zanzankawa as the orator of the July 26th celebration, independence celebration in Liberia. Let's hear you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm okay. You are live. Go ahead.
Okay. I am Jay Wisenye, calling from Liberia-VOL.
Okay.
The first thing is let me speak on the issue of the July 26th orator.
Mm-hmm.
The old man. It is good that the president appointed him as the speaker for that day.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he can't speak English, we agree. But they are traditional people.
Mm-hmm.
They got their own way of saying things for people to understand.
Okay.
And most likely, someone has to be there to interpret him.
Mm-hmm.
So that one, I think, is in the rightful way. It's not about it. They need to participate in our democracy as well.
Okay.
Then to the issue of article, the councillor.
Mm-hmm.
For the councillor to go and protest, for me, I don't see that people should like the way your quality or analyzing prior to election, someone getting in the street. For me, I don't like that analysis that she was making.
Mm.
Yeah, because we have to be able to condemn all of these acts of brutality. Someone come in the street to protest, whether prior to election or not prior to election, no one had a right to go and disturb them. Others getting in the street to protest. There is no special time for someone to go in the street and protest. So I think we have to condemn all of these things. We will not justify so that the doers of the act cannot see that we are in the interest of them doing it.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you ever so much for having your say on the program. 0770907907 0880907907 are the numbers that get you connected on the show this afternoon to hear from you about what you think of the president's selecting Chief Zanzankawa as the orator of the July 26th celebration and that of the protest yesterday. What do you make of those? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Okay, we hope you call back to have your say on this show this afternoon, so we can hear from you about whether the president's selection of Chief Zanzankawa to you is okay or not. And let's also hear from you as to whether the protest yesterday was okay or not. Hello. Hello, are you there? Hello, are you there? Your name and where you calling from? Oh, Abraham, we hope you call back. If it is about recharge and call back so that we hear from you about what you want to talk about on the program today, the Rumble, where we are looking at the issue of protest that happened yesterday and the pronouncement today made by Foreign Minister D. Maxwell Kimaya, even though it's something that we heard ever since, but we want to bring it back today so that we hear your view on where you stand with the president's selection. Others are saying it's bad, owing to the fact that we will have international guests who might not understand what it is that the chief will be saying. And others are saying, well, we have interpreters who will be there to interpret whatever it is that the orator will be speaking and all of that. So we want to know where you stand. Was the president's selection a good one? Or how do you see it? We want to hear from you. Call us on 0770907907, 0880907907, and we get you connected so we hear from you about what you think. Or what's your take on the issues on the discussion here this afternoon? So while we await your calls, let's take this break to be right back shortly. Okay, we are back. We just needed to take a little break. So all of the remaining calls now will be handled by Grace. So welcome back. 0770907907, 0880907907 are the numbers that get you connected on the program this afternoon. That is if you want to participate, or if you are on our live on our Facebook or YouTube page, you can just leave your comment there, and we will also have 8 of them read on the show this afternoon. That is if you are on the social media and you come across our page. Just leave your comments there and we will have them read on the platform today.
Okay, call us on 0770907907. Call us on 0770907907 or 0880907907. Call us and be a part of this discussion. We're discussing about the protest yesterday. For me, I'm telling you, nobody should get in the street. I don't care if you like my analysis or not. What I care for is Mama Liberia and the peace that we meeting. So whoever you are, even if that President George, we are saying he won't protest today, I will tell him the same thing. Do not get on the streets. We have a lot of disenchanted youth in the street just waiting for a little thing to start causing trouble until they are oriented and taught the rightful way to live. Some of them has not even gone through a better psychosocial counseling since the war. So the best thing to do is to educate them on why there should not be corruption at home, then to get in the street to protest. Protest is not a rare way. Protest has never been a rare way and will never be. From the rest riot till today, protest has continued to be a problem for Liberia. Protest is not the way forward. So I condemn people gathering in the street yesterday, and also condemn those that break up the violence yesterday. That's my standpoint. I don't care if you like my analysis. I'm here to serve the Liberian people. Not everybody would like what I say on the radio, so that's it. And secondly, for me, Sansan Kawa is one of the well-respected person within our society who has played his part in a lot of ways when it comes to development, maintaining our peace, human rights advocacy, and making sure that Liberians are on the right path. So serving as the orator for the 176th Independence Day celebration is a thumbs up to Liberia. I'm very, very proud of President George Mane Weah for selecting him as our orator for that day. At least he will help to talk some sense into our young people ahead of this election. Now, what we care for, what we care to maintain is our peace. No political party is bigger than Liberia, guys.
No way.
No political party stand in front of Liberia. Liberia is the only thing that we have to hold dear. So if you have your right, where your right stop, that where Liberia own right begins. So Liberia come first, and we should stand as Liberians to be able to defend our country. Once again, you can call us on 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907. Call us and be a part of this discussion this afternoon. If you follow us on Facebook, drop your comment and we will read it.
Okay, so you just heard her. As it relates to where she stands with the protest that took place yesterday and the president's selection of the chief. And okay.
Good afternoon, your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Lloyd D. Johnson, and I'm joining from Christian over in that Quebec community.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, you know what happened to Tero Gongo? Let me tell you, Tero Gongo deserved it. Look, if I was in that group, what happened to him was going to be more than that. Let me tell you.
Wow.
Let me tell you, in this country, look, we are gullible set of people of our business. In Nigeria, a president killing day was killed because he went to a zone that was not a zone. No, we thank God for Liberia. Where's Gongo to get in the street? To get in the street? Where is he? Corrupt man. Those are people who all fighting to spoil this country, and he deserved it. So the what we are happy to him more than that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's your opinion. We respect your opinion on this program. Go ahead, keep putting your calls on 0770-907-907. Call us on 0880-907-907. Was it prudent enough yesterday on the part of the councillor to gather on the street? Hello? Please lower your radio.
Hello?
Yes, each time you call, please off your monitor. Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello, your name and where you calling from?
This is the voice of Lasana J. Masale. I call from the Jamaica Road, to be specific, Asatan community where I reside.
Go ahead, Lasana.
Thank you for the topics on discussion this evening. And actually, the protest, we Liberians really would also support protest, because protest is not a good thing. Protest can bring
Okay, call back and continue your point. Call back and make your point. Call back.
And with the selection of the chief, that's Zansan Kawo, I think he holds this dear to him.
Yeah. He holds this very dear. Good afternoon, your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead, make your point.
Good afternoon.
Yes, go ahead. This is Voice of Liberia. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm JT Kufa calling from Providence this afternoon.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Go ahead, make your point.
Yeah. What I saw yesterday was not a demonstration.
Okay.
Because I saw the people Johnson Street burning on Ashmore Street. It wasn't a demonstration. It was a peaceful march. So nobody must say the people were demonstrating. It's the lie.
My dear, a call for protest. The press release was dropped at our office. Sorry.
It's not a demonstration, not a protest.
Okay, that's your own point of view. That's your own point of view.
I saw the people in my car. I was driving. I saw the people when I went or what the plane is there, Ashmore Street. So when the version of Ashmore Street was doing video recording and thing, I didn't know. I thought people were making moving. Later on, I saw them. So I stopped my car and then I drove behind them. They went down. So when the people were protesting or they were demonstrating, no.
Okay.
It was very peaceful. So nobody may construe and say it was demonstration.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the information we gather from the press releases we received. Is that they were protesting for anti-corruption. The anti-corruption campaigners were in a studio. Famata is my witness.
Yes.
They stated that they were going in the street to protest against corruption.
This next one.
Good afternoon, your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, your name and where you calling from? Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm okay. Go ahead, make your points.
I guess I'm into the radio station, right?
Voice of Liberia, you are live. Your background is very noisy.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm on the road. I try to get to a quiet place.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank you, first of all, for, your station.
Mm-hmm.
But, democracy call for all this in my dear sister. They saw Africa then that we post up today. When they used to protest, people were killed for so many years before they got their freedom. The great United States that you and I travel to today, and black can enter any place, just as the white. When the blacks were being deprived of entering certain places in America, the Martin Luther King today that people talk about become a world legend or icon. They stood their ground and protested. In several of those protests, people got killed. So these are pillars of democracy. You can't say because when people protest, there will be problems. There shouldn't be any problem with protesters because if people are protesting peacefully, why would somebody in a some man go to disrupt the protest?
My brother, nobody went to disrupt the same group invited. That's where the chaos came from. So have a nice day. Thank you for calling. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, go ahead. Are you done?
No, I'm not done yet. But I'm probably saying something I didn't get you.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Make your point.
Yeah, so my guess is people view that, people shouldn't protest, but in a society, these are pillars of democracy. Protest is a fundamental pillar of democracy. It is necessary for people to protest, especially when you have a peaceful protest. I have been, okay.
Hello?
Okay, you are coming in.
The governor of the World Council and the World Economic Council, they protest. Our part of it was in Russia, came to the country. All right?
Okay, I think you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You exhausted your time.
With you.
So, Famata, I don't know if we have a call before I say what I want to say.
No, not yet.
Okay, the fact here is that we did not say you shouldn't gallop peacefully. We said that the protests in this country should not be associated with political parties. You're talking about Martin Luther King movement. Look at the history of all those successful protests held across the world that yield fruit. Was it linked to a specific political party? People from diverse backgrounds agreed to come together to advocate or protest for a specific cause that the government is not looking at. Now, in a crucial time of our election, with the history you have of war, then people getting in the street every night then to protest instead of them focusing on our political rallies. Don't use our issue to satisfy your sentiments or to gain popularity. That's just my point of view. So you can call us and give your own point of view on 0770907907. That's what we're discussing this afternoon.
Okay. 0880907907 are the numbers that get you connected on the shore this afternoon as it relates to where you stand with the protest yesterday or the misunderstanding yesterday that brought the throwing of stones and the president's selection. Let's go back to the lines.
Good afternoon, your name and where are you calling from?
Community.
Yeah, please lower your radio better.
Sister in Stilo, that when people they mean business, but then to sit down and do the peaceful campaign they want to win. But they just there talking about war. We don't want war in Liberia again. That's the protesting they're talking about every now and then. Everything they do that CDC. So I don't know. The Liberian people when they come to their set. Thank you for calling.
Thank you ever so much. You are the caller anyway.
So keep putting in your calls. Good afternoon, your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kajaga in Bomi County.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Let's try to make the discussion civil.
But it's very civil. Go ahead, make your point, brother.
Let's stop being biased.
Okay, go ahead.
People are expressing their grievance. You don't have to tell them what to say. They know what hurting them.
Okay, go ahead.
Protest or what is something that you're expressing that you don't like.
Okay.
So you don't have to get other people coming to counter protest, come disturb your something. Then the media now getting in defense of those who disturb it.
I think you are getting all this wrong. Say, Famata, can we clarify? You know, Famata, the fact here is people don't listen to the radio.
Let him make.
They don't listen to. He was still on the line. Will ask you question. Did you follow our analysis?
I follow your analysis.
Okay, so
about, two things you are talking about. Okay, one is protest.
Yes.
That you continue to impact.
I condemn those that carry on the violence out yesterday, and I said Liberia history now, as we approach this election, is not a time for people to be getting in the street to protest, knowing our people mind are not safer enough. That's what I said.
Please tell all the listeners when we should protest and when we should not.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Let's have this next person.
Okay.
Hello?
Good afternoon, your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon. I'm David Lee. I'm calling from Dominga.
Go ahead.
Yeah, one thing I want for people to know that the opposition, there are different set of opposition within this country. So if any other things go on wrong, they shouldn't share the blame on the present government policy or like say the sedition, because opposition against each other in this country too. So not anything that happens and they say, oh, that's sedition or that are the ruling party people. So that's the difference you should know about.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Let's have this person.
Good afternoon, your name and where you calling from? Yeah. Please lower your radio, brother. Yeah, you better now. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Yes, Emmanuel from the
Okay, Emmanuel, who was your last name?
Yeah, it's 12 our country because it's the first time in our history to see how the year our auditors, you know, for the native background. Yeah, so it's the first time at least it will bring pride, it will bring more investment, and investors of our economies, and also the help and help our country forward. So
thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
We'll be hearing real Liberia.
Colloquial or Basso. I like the Basso. I want to enjoy that day.
Okay.
When you see, I think that's some of the issue we can talk. Then people say we bias. You know you're supposed to off your radio before calling. Good afternoon. Your name and where you calling from? Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Jefferson Wagwo, joining you from Johnson Restaurant Point.
Go ahead, Jefferson. Go ahead.
As it relates to our independence celebration, which is just one has been selected by President George Manawia, that's a great decision.
Okay.
We look forward to hear the message that he will be delivering unto us.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
So let me discuss a little bit about the issue of protest in this country. Yeah, the issue of protest in this country, it is constitutional that any Liberians have their right to express their grievances in a way of exemplary protesting. And we as Liberians, we should forget about what they call counter-protest.
Okay.
When people are having their peaceful protest, if you don't have anything to do with it, you miss something so that they can continue with their protest. At the end of the day, they will be addressed by the press. But the issue about counter-protest is one of the embarrassing things in this country.
That's what we are saying. We are saying the same thing. That's just it. Hello? Hello? Good afternoon. Okay.
Well, that's that question.
Counter-protest in this country will not stop because our people mind are not decentralized to civilization yet since the Civil War. Psychosocial counseling has not been carried on. So any protest attached with political party, political institution, you will always have counter-protest.
And like you heard one of the callers said, whether it is associated or those who will come to counter-protest will be from the ruling establishment.
Or the opposition.
Every other person will want to attribute it to
the ruling party. And that's where the problem coming from.
And that's
That's where the problem coming from.
from.
That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's where the problem coming from. That's Good afternoon, your name and where you calling from? Good afternoon.
We lost that person. We hope.
So you can just sit, gather your own group. Then a C group get up, they say because they were not given chance to speak there from that said, then they start chunking back. Then you say that somebody from the other party can't do it. You the one invited those people down there. So and for all these things, you think protest should be. Good afternoon. Please lower your radio.
Okay.
You can't be calling and be your radio be high. You will spoil our ears for us. Please, when you call in, just lower your radio. Whatever you calling from, we respect your number.
Okay,
so when
we'll
you call in,
just about 2 more calls.
yeah, reduce your radio to the lowest or off your radio before calling, or your monitor, whatever you're using. Please.
The people won't be listening to themselves as they talk. And whether you dress a little distant from the radio, you will still get to understand yourself from the phone or the radio. So.
Afternoon, your name and where you calling from?
Imam Sano. Imam Baka Sano.
Yeah, go ahead.
The group in power is trying to get rid of corruption. It's trying to minimize it, but it cannot be eradicated. So let me get a policy. Anytime somebody get a little eat at home, because anytime they protest or demonstrate, people die in the process.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. That's your opinion. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you. The last person for the day, not the least. Oh, we lost that person. Okay, we'll just wrap it up here.
Okay.
So it has been let's just take this last one.
Good afternoon, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, good afternoon. This is Eric calling from the Peace Island.
Eric, go ahead.
Yeah. You see, Liberia now, our mindset, our thinking, our activities, I don't really know where we are pushing to. Because protests in Liberia, I don't know, the constitution needs to be revised or what, or they should be teaching some people, especially with the young people. Because moment or guy or anybody here that or party that they associating with or the party is involved or somebody pick out so and so person or guys will just go and start talking. Even if you wearing or t-shirt, whether you wearing it because of t-shirt sake or you wearing it to identify with a specific party, you just see people running into you, people fighting you, some people stoning you for no reason. They don't even know the root cause of those things, but they just draw on people and join into things because they want to show all that they part of so and so party or they want for people to know them, they want to be knowing. So I don't really know. We really need lessons. We need lessons. We need aspects. People who got ideas on political stuff to put young people and start maybe a specific class and teaching them how people should take part into protests or election and other things.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Henry
Thank
Hill.
you, my brother. Before we go, let's have some of the comments from our Facebook page.
Okay, Henry Hill said 100%. He clapped. And he also said, hi, ladies. I hope you guys are having a pleasant day. Thanks for the program. Papi Keita said, good afternoon, ladies. Voice CDC, Papi. Success Keita from Duboro. Moduba Keto said, I am Moduba Keto following from Tinga Village. So that's what we have this afternoon.
Okay, so on that note, that's how we like to go home on the program, the Rumble Show this afternoon, and we will be here every other afternoon to present to you the show wherein we will bring some issue of national concerns for all of us to throw our weight on it as it relates to what's our take on those issues. It had been a nice time with you here, interacting with you, accepting your calls, and listening to all of what you had to put forth on this platform. The name is Famata Duncan, and I have been here along with
Grace Williams Joshua.
And this is how we like to leave you on the program this afternoon.